Hi everyone, today we're going to be doing the Clone Wars diorama, and this is a space we got to work with. It's something like 42 inches by about 25 inches, that way. There's a clone, so as you can see there's quite a lot of space, and what I'm thinking of doing is obviously boxing it all in with ply, and I've got a bit of MDF, 1 inch MDF for the floor. With the floor I'm going to laminate it in a gloss black kind of sticky paper, gloss paper, and then put ply, 3mm ply up the walls and on the roof, and maybe put something like these. I've got these what I can print off and put them on the walls all the way along, and because there's a lot of height I'll do a balcony around these sides, and then do another balcony about there, all the way along and all the way down that end, and then put more Star Wars walls up the top there, and in the ceiling we'll have some kind of lighting. So what I'm going to do is get this 1 inch MDF board cut to size. I might overlap it a little bit, so I might bring it out another inch or so over this piece here, just to get an extra bit of space. So I'm going to get it cut and I'll be back. Okay, so now I've got this cut. I've got this black vinyl, sticky back vinyl, which I'm going to put over the top of it. It is a little bit short, so I'm going to have to cut a little strip or something to go on it. Hopefully I can do that without seeing a joint. So basically it's just going to go, obviously I'm not going to do it up here, so that will go over it like that. Alright, so I'm going to go do that now and I'll be back. Okay, that's the laminating done. So obviously I didn't record it, it was really awkward to do. So what I did, I put soapy water over the surface first. So when I put the sticky vinyl on, you got a little bit of play so you can like get the bubbles out and stuff. So I got the bubbles out right. The only thing I didn't do is sand the surface first to get it nice and flat. You see these little bumps, these are not air bubbles, these are little bits of something. Which I did clean it, but obviously it must have been stuck to it, I didn't notice it. But you know, it's not too bad. And I had to put a stripe down here because the vinyl wasn't long enough. Can you see that bit there? So I can't see what I'm filming, so hopefully I'm getting this on tape. But anyway, that's the floor done. Get it in there. So next, what I'm going to be doing, obviously I've got to take it out again, I'm going to be cutting some 3mm ply all the way up to the ceiling. Actually a little bit less, so I'll leave about 10-15mm just so I can get things in and out. And putting in the two walls, that wall there, at the back there, can you see that? And then this wall along here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure up and get all that cut. And I'll be back. Okay, so I've just cut these sides, this side here and this back bit there, which I've got here. And we're now going to screw it to this 1 inch MDF board. And I might put a bit of glue on that side. This side I'm not too sure about because it's got vinyl on it. So which way up is it? So basically, I don't know what the camera's showing. This yeah, it doesn't show much. I'll do the other side first. So like I said, I've got this like 3mm plywood. I'm just going to screw it. Screw it to the back there on the 1-inch MDF board, and the same with this on this bit here. You notice it's, I don't know if you can see on camera, let me have a look, turn it that way. So I don't know if you can see that, it's a bit black, but there's a gap. Can you see that gap there? I've done that on purpose so I can get it in where it's going to go, sort of thing. I'll need to leave that space there. Anyway, obviously I can't do this with the camera on because everything's in my way. So I'm going to go screw these 2 bits on and I'll be back. Okay, so I've just put 4 screws down here, and that's that one side on. I'm not going to put anything up here because I'm going to have the Star Wars walls going up against that, so I can't put any batten to reinforce it there. So now I'm going to do the longer piece. Okay, now I've got this side on. You can see it's a bit warped, but that's because it's like thin ply. Once I put the roof on it, that should get squared up. And like so, when I put the Star Wars walls on, it's gonna, because I'm gonna stick it to that and that should square it up a bit as well. Let me just go over and show you what I mean. So you see this gap here. Once I get these bits on, that'll pull that end square. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I've just cut these 2 bits of batten there. And what I'm going to do with these bits of batten is one piece along like that. Obviously screwing it to that bit. And then the little piece across there. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I've got these top battens on. Notice I'll put them on the thinner way around, because otherwise I wouldn't have enough clearance to put my 2 lots of walls in and a balcony in the middle. So let me just go and get them bits. So for instance, I've got these 2 bits painted up, look. And like one's going to go like that. Can you see what I'm doing, looking at? Yeah. And obviously they're going to go all the way along and around. And then I'm going to put another, I'm going to put a balcony there. Then put another set of walls up there. And if I'd have put that downwards instead of long ways there, I wouldn't have had the space to get in there. So that's why I've done that. So anyway, the battens are on. Next I'm going to go cut a bit of ply for the roof. Okay, so I've just cut the ply for the roof to size, but obviously this corner here, there's nothing supporting it. So what I've got a bit of metal here, which is a bit too long, but I'm going to get a hacksaw and hacksaw that up to size, and then it's going to be the pier for there. And I might paint it and, I don't know, maybe decorate it somehow, I'm not sure yet. But it's a little bit too big at the moment. Probably doesn't look too bad on camera, but trust me, it's about 1/2 inch. It needs to come off that to keep it even. And also, before I actually fix the roof, I'm going to put these side battens on. So along this long edge here and along this edge here, I'm going to put these same kind of battens on. And the reason I'm doing that, so I can fix a finish to the edges, and also these battens I'm gonna. So I've got these finished bits. These finished bits here, what I'm going to use for the roof. So I'm going to put them up, obviously underneath the roof, like every whatever, all the way along there. Then put some kind of white sheeting over it, and when the light shines, it should shine through without seeing any kind of bulb kind of stuff, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to get this cut to size, this bit of metal, this metal pier, and I'm going to get these 2 bits of ply put on, and that'll probably be it for part 1. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut and fixed these battens now on the 2 sides. So where I put these battens on, because the screws are a bit too long, they stick out a bit here, so I'm going to have to file all these down, these screws down a bit, otherwise you're going to end up cutting myself. So I'll probably do that and we'll call it a night. So what I'm going to do next probably is start getting a bit of paint on the walls just to kind of darken them out. Not that they're going to be shown, but just in case there might be a little bit of gap in one of the 3D prints so you don't see the wood shining through. So it's all kind of grey. I'm going to do the grey, and the ceiling I'm going to paint white. So that will be in the next episode probably, because it's getting late. So yeah, join me in part 2 for the rest of it. Laters.